Hey, Bunty. Willem, laptop. Few people back again. Phone repair. Told you it'd pass. I mean, it might come back slightly again. But, yeah, we're back up to more normal levels once more. As I'll go through and try to find a safe way to remove this particular board. It's always fun working with PC laptops. Okay, I gotta admit, this was, aside from the stupid frickin' plastic adhesive stuff all over it, no backlight. Fun thing is, which one is actually the display versus which one is the touch? So we've got two here. Yeah, I hate this, all this black plastic stuff. I mean, maybe it protects from moisture or something, but nah. Oh, and it's a full wraparound. Fantastic. And I have to take the heatsink off. Yeah, it's like, why? On the other side is a fuse. Yeah. Which means I've got to take everything off. And it's not too bad if the adhesive isn't too aggressive. But you can get some and you've got to get the hot air gun out and everything. And you never get it back how... And of course these circuit boards, they're not nice and thick like the MacBook ones. These are like 0.8 mil or maybe 1 mil thick. And it's awful easy to just... But the tension that the adhesive puts as you're pulling it up is enough to cause the board to bend enough to actually damage parts. So yeah, we're going to have to actually heat this sucker up. Hey Paul Hell. The model. Actually, let's see if it's actually in. Here we go, we're already starting to get trashy networking again. Let's see, job data. There we go. Hey, second Osbey. I think a lot of the time people do not appreciate actually how well MacBooks are engineered in terms of, you know, the thickness of the board. You know, I know people like to beat on Apple, like it's a favorite punching bag for a lot of people, but realistically, in terms of mechanical engineering and things like that, apart from their more recent ones, which are just sort of like glorified iPads, they are a hell of a lot better than this sort of stuff. Yeah, the buffering started again. Nee man. Hey Siri. I mean, I suppose it helps to a degree if there's liquid ingress, but chances are, if you're getting liquid ingress into the laptop, it's doomed anyway in many ways. Like, you know, your keyboard's probably going to be taken out, and your trackpad's going to be taken out. Yeah, insulin injection just now. Let's try and get at least this side of the board off. I wonder if... What do the professionals like Soren do for these situations? Obviously I don't want to use too much heat, because if I use too much heat it will cause the plastic to shrink and curl. Sticker is more there to keep the water in. Yeah, yeah. Once it wicks under that plastic, it's not going to go away very quickly. I have a nice protected home to hide in. Nah. Welcome to why I very rarely take these machines. I mean, I would love to work on PC laptops a lot more. It's a much bigger market for me. But they're just always full of bollocks like this. Joyous little traps and nuisances, and yeah. Probably could have just cut off everything at that hinge. Alright, someone says there's supposed to be a fuse here. There's a fuse there. There's a couple of others. Listen, I'm going to go do the insulin injection. I'll be back. Look for the F7 marked fuse. Do that quickly, because I'm a jerk. F15, F50. Oh, jeez. We've got 50 fuses on this thing, eh? f6-2, f3, f7. There we go, f7. Seems fine. What about f3? Seems fine. Seems fine. Alright, insulin, and I'll be back. Okay, I think we're back. So phone repair, you've dealt with this particular board before, have you? It seems like you have, based on the fact that you're able to provide those details quite readily. Let's see if I can't. I am going to be very naughty here because it's a matter of convenience, and I'm going to split this. Okay, now we can actually have half a chance of working on this board without too many interfering bits and pieces. Okay, so f7, f3. Yeah, there doesn't really look like there's any other damage on the board. The only other thing I can think of is something affecting the PWMing of the backlight. Judging by the style of the traces, we've either got backlight here or backlight here. Although I'd probably sooner say that's VCC to the power to the screen, and this here is backlight. Just trying to see if we've got a visually cracked cap somewhere. Yeah, maybe something inhibiting it from firing up. Paul, it's the upstream provider. It's wherever they're aggregating all the upstreams for the state is where the problem is. Like, I should get easily 20 megabit per second up, and we're definitely not getting that. So basically there's nothing I can do at this end. Just have to wait for it to pass through. Just check the continuity of those points to ground, not across the fuse, but to actually to ground. 2.5K, 500 ohms. It seems about right. Hey, Electro Rip. Yeah, it's definitely very annoying. We've got a BVN schematic coming in. Just checking that now. Phone repair. Ben Campbell, by the way, thank you very much. I just saw that slip through. Thank you for the 53, Mr. Bacon. Mr. Bacon making sure I can finish these streams and go to my wife and say, I brought home the bacon. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I see two PDFs. FX490, FX490. Oh, wow. They don't have an actual board view. I mean, it's useful, but it's interesting that... Yes, it is bad net day today. NMB861. Just going to check something here. No, Jason, it's just everything. It's not you. It's been terrible. It's all because of that cyclone. It's destroyed a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Share, torrent, XZZ. Find, name. B861. God damn it. Yeah, I've only got the PDFs of it. Damn. Oh, I do not enjoy doing this work. Okay, backlight on. What is this? Mech 1663. It's a 12 by 12 BGA. Or something like that. What is this chip? This is like a all-in-one chip or something? Thank you, Pro Engineer, for the 5. Yes, bacon. Everything. Bacon makes everything better. Guess I'm just gonna take this off. Just in case. Basically, I'm kind of, since the fuses haven't blown, I'm now looking for some other possible cause for the backlight not to be firing off. Could easily be the display itself, although I didn't see any damage on the display, but then again I wasn't looking perhaps as closely as I could. Jeez. I'll have a look at that display just in case, yeah, maybe there's a crack in it or something like that. By the way, the particular ISP is not going to make any difference either. The way the Australian NBN network is structured, it's all running off the same network. It doesn't matter who your provider is. The only thing that the provider will change is, to a degree, your overall potential speed. But in these scenarios, this is a problem that is beyond the actual service provider. Can't really see anything to blame there. Alright, let's take the heatsink off as much as I don't want to. Naturally, they make the fan connector difficult to get out. I mean, really, what were they thinking? I guess they're thinking, well, we don't want people taking the fan connector out. I guess they achieved that. Then you gotta do the dreaded cable yank. Yeah, I mean, how are you supposed to get that out? How very unpleasant. PCH seems okay. I'll have a look at the board. I'm not looking anywhere in particular, I'm just cruising over the board. So, okay, obviously we've got CPU, 3-phase, 4-phase, whatever. So it's probably not. This here is the touch as far as I can tell, or something. I suppose I should check those fuses too. Very unlikely. For a moment then you're all thinking, yeah, that's it. That one on the other hand, F26. That one, I mean, I'll double check, but that seems like that might have blown. What we'll do, just to eliminate various edge contacts, we will put it on here and touch over here. And yeah, we've still got 2K. Now I'm on NBN fiber to the network, fiber to the node. Now, Osis, what I'm talking about is, say, here in this town, it doesn't matter which provider I use. They're all using the same NBN fiber to the node network in this town, and that goes into Townsville, and then from Townsville, whatever, I don't know. But the point is, from here to where they aggregate in Townsville, it's all the same hardware for them. They've just got that one delightful little blue optical cable that goes through the ground that they laid out here many years ago, and that's all we've got out here. So it doesn't really matter whether I'm with Telstra, Earthlink, whatever. I'm still going to be the same when I get into Townsville. Now, on the other hand, if I was on Starlink or something like that, that'd be better. But then they would probably have their own down days as well. Anyway, let's see if this fuse is our problem. Of course, we'd have far less problems if people hadn't fucked the network up in the first place because they all voted for a different government and stopped us from getting fiber to the premises as we should have had. And if we had that, then we wouldn't have this drama that we have now with hodgepodge networks, or at least not to the same degree. So we spent the 45 billion that everybody was crying was too much. We spent that anyway, and we ended up with a network that was nowhere near as good as what it could have been. So yeah, sad days. And I dare say I probably won't be around when they finally do upgrade to fiber to everything here. I don't know, maybe I can find a quick 10,000 spare bucks and have them run fiber to the house, which will cause them to have to upgrade the node. And then everybody else in the neighborhood might get fiber. Yeah, it's a 3K fuse. Now the question is, why did it blow? And is it actually a fuse, or even though it's F designated, is it actually a fuse, or is this a polyfuse? I don't know. Hopefully we'll be able to find out. Kind of does look blown in there. So what was that? That was F26, and we'll probably find that has absolutely diddly stuff all to do with the backlight. But I'm glad we checked. Yeah, this is why other schematic software sucks. So okay, I'll search for F26, and it's got it on that field pin name. F26, here we go. It's for... who knows what. VCC 3. So 3 volts going into pin 40. That's weird. Alright, anyway, it's a half amp 32, so 500 milliamp fuse. 500 milliamp fuse. What size is that? It's like a 201, a 402. Sorry, half amp fuse, sorry. Where am I going to get one of those? Can't use a calibrated piece of wire. Fuses, fuses, fuses. I've got a box of fuses somewhere. They're probably going to be the wrong size, they're probably going to be the wrong values. Maybe iPhone backlight fuses might do the trick. I mean, obviously I'll find something that matches appropriately. There we go. Oh yeah, that should do it. Quick blow, 6 amp. 1.5. I have a feeling I'm going to use something like iPhone backlight fuse. Most of these are far too big. Yeah, these are more fuses for mortals. No. iPhone, 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 iPhone. Trouble is, iPhones generally use filters rather than fuses. Ow. 6 backlight filter, 6S backlight filter, iPad backlight filter. Yeah, they're filters, not fuses. Time to bring out Flexboard View and see what we can do. ISIS, I'd find it surprising if my provider wasn't buying enough because, I mean, basically for the last 20 years I've been using them. I've never had this kind of, it's generally everything's good. So I'm thinking they've got infrastructure issues going on. Yeah, Mark, I'm wondering that myself, but apparently it's a common issue. Search, find. So we're going to take a guess here. 0.5 amp. I'm going to have to substring that. I'm going to put 32 volts in there just out of a random hope. But it's definitely 2K. It's certainly blown. I might have to search as 500 milliamps. I don't think that's going to win. Alright. So we'll bring up something like an iPhone. What? Is that torrents? Damn it. Yeah, I don't think iPhones really use fuses. Like, you get more of this kind of business, the filters. So, yeah, calibrated wire, Marquee, NBN supplies fiber to the premises now for free. I don't know if they'll supply it to free here, given that we're in a rural situation. We're lucky enough to even get, fiber to the premises, fiber to the node. Yeah, what do you want, Mo? Oh, what? What is it? Where are you? I'll be back in a second. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm almost not quite finished. Eh? Alright. And get some pickies. There you go. $16 amp breaker. Sounds like a good idea. Pick one for 1466. Do they... You mean the backlight filter fuse for the 1466? I think they're a 603 size though. I mean, I can fit it on. We've got plenty of room. But I'm pretty sure they're a 603. This one here. And they're like 6 times the capacity, 3 amps, whereas this thing's only half an amp rated. So you kind of want something a little less aggressive. Yeah, Pro Engineer, I do agree with your sentiment there. Nothing else on there. I'm going to check the 1534 boards, which will be the 244 or 0045. I think I've got 0045. There's no fiber cabinet here. No, we've got a green street level wart, which is the node. A 4 amp. They put a 4 amp on the smaller screen. That's a joke. What about you? You're 8 amp. Just gets worse. What about you? 3 amp. They're all in the amp levels. This is going to suck. I mean, I could put a 3 amp on there, but kind of feel like I honestly would be better off putting a backlight filter on. No, wrong one. 6S. Two 10 milliamp. Wait, great. Too small now. Yeah, on Aureus I got to license my own software. Can't go stealing software from myself. 210, 210, 210. 1 amp. We could try something like one of these. So like 1 amp. That's pretty close. FL3100. It's not a fuse, but at least it will blow. So what do we want? 6S. Oh, looks like someone's been attacking. Oh, it's the 6S. In that case, I'll take that with you. I must have decided on this day that I was going to attack the CPU on iPhone 6s. That filter we want is just up here. There it is there. That's too small. Yeah, because that's it right there, and I kind of feel like that's now too small. Yep, massively too small. God damn, can't win here. Ah. Hey Raj. God damn it. As you can well imagine, I'm not keen on the idea of... Okay, so this has got to be a 402 fuse. I'm not keen on the idea of putting a piece of wire there or anything to that degree. I could put something like a 1 ohm 402 resistor on there, but I don't want to do that either. You could put a 0 ohm there. That kind of will do the trick. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah.
There's a fight happening somewhere.
Okay.
I think it's...
Okay. You okay, Luna? Okay, there's someone in Jeff's yard. Simba. Alrighty. Anybody still here? How's the internet? Oh, look at that. We're a normal internet. Alright, well, basically, the stray cat that hangs around here decided to once again fight Simba, who is one of our wildlings. Simba is a ginger male, nuded. They're all nuded. Anyway, but they fought in the neighbour's yard, and the way our fence is, it's very difficult to get over there in a hurry. So, anyway, it should be okay here. Fun and games. Hey David. Yes, it's we're just trying to find a fuse for this thing actually. We've got a half amp fuse that was destroyed. It's got a 2K value. It's a 402 size, half amp, 32 volt, so voltage doesn't really matter in this case really. But the trouble is trying to find a replacement for it, because all the MacBook fuses are in the amp plus range. Size is another issue. So yeah, we're kind of running neither here nor there. We can't really get a match of size and of threshold of current trip. Now that I'm back, it's all shitey again, is it? Yeah, it really is. The internet does not like me today, it seems. Anyway, see what I got here. Okay, that's half amp, but it's 201. Quarter amp. Oh no, another 201. No good. Yeah, so they're all too small. So if I can find a 603, that would be fine. Easy enough to fit a 603 on those pads. But all the 603 stuff I've got is 1 amp plus. I mean, I can certainly try 1 amp. 6 amp, way too much. Oh boy. Just checking my various containers of stuff and see what I've got. Nope, nothing there. Well, I know what Soren would do, but I'm not doing that. Backlight fuse, 3 amp. Only like almost a magnitude greater. Use a grain of wheat. Yeah. 603, 3 amp, 3 amp, 3 amp. 3 amp. Are you kidding me? These are all 3 amp. Everything's 3 amp. Why have I got so many 3 amp? Jesus. Because flipping heck. It's very annoying when I don't have what I need. Back in a second. We're only after half amp, so that's the trouble. It's like it's a very low value realistically. Because I don't think it's actually for a backlight. I think it's just for power to the device, power to some aspect of the device. So I'm going to look for a 500 milliamp 402 filter. That might do the trick, hopefully. So iPhone 5 might have it. Electro Rep, I think I do have my priorities wrong. Okay, iPhone 5. Jeez, it'd be just my luck. I threw out like half a box of them or so the other day. So what am I going to do with these things? Get rid of them. They cost us. Seven, 6, 6. Six, 7, 6, 6. Yeah, no 5s there. Oh wait, did I just have one stuck underneath here? Is this a 5S? This is a 5S, I think. Oh, that's weird. Where'd my 5 go? Oh, it's PDF. Oh, yeah, that's right. No. Wait a second. Does that part of my software not work lately? Wouldn't surprise me. Come on, be a 402. 402, there we go. L926. My apprentice is asking if I have permission to watch your stream. Who, you got an apprentice? How do you get that? Let's see. Okay, there we go. It might be one we can use, but the trouble is I've got to find an iPhone 5. Hey Maruto. Hey Maruto, I don't know if you got the message on the on that 1990 board. It's got all kinds of very strange behavior. Wow. Yep, I've definitely put the iPhone 5 somewhere. Good job, Mr. Daniels. Good job. Your credit to your race. So we could risk putting a 1 amp on it. Alright, 1 amp, 603. I don't like doing it that way, but... it's not very good search parameters, but we'll see how we go. Left align, substring. Yeah, I know that's why I'm going maybe 1 amp we can get away with, but I still would have liked to have been closer to the mark. Chop a 1 amp in half. Sounds like a good idea. Anyway, Maruto, basically I put the whole thing back together and I put it into a working chassis, and it gives me the dreaded sort of ramping up of charge and then restart every 20 odd seconds. If I force it into DFU mode, it will give me constant charge, which is great, but it won't do a revive. So it's very strange. It's behaving in very strange ways. When I try to do a diode mode testing of the USB-C ports, it is all over the place. And yet I will get 20 volts on all the ports. So it's confusing as hell. Yeah, you did send me some Lenovo boards, but the trouble is I don't know if I've got any board user schematics for them, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's the trouble, is there's no comparison. I mean, I do have them here. Certainly got plenty of them. What? How's there no 1 amp? I guess everything's 3 amp plus. Pff, yeah. There was an error code on the revive. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't 4013 or anything like that. It was something else. I don't even know where the display is on this one. See, there's a nice polyfuse. Polyfuse doesn't help us. It's keyboard. So that must be displayed down here. Yeah, it is LCD. So I'd say that's the polyfuse. No, that's not good. Okay, let's just throw these on the ground. Okay, F28 and F4, they're 2 amperes. So that's up there. F4, that's 2 amp. That's 2 amp. It's, I mean, yeah, you could try do that, but that's pushing it a little bit too far. I think 1 amp we should be content with. F31, that looks like more of a polyfuse, so we're not going to do that. I'll try another board. Ooh, roach-ridden one. That's disgusting. I've had that on my leg. Yuck. I'm not going to do that one. Yeah, I'm going to start punching people mentioning the internet now. I think it's the fair thing to do. Polyfuse. Would have been nice if that fuse had a letter on it. Instead it's got a square. And I think the square actually is indicative of what rating it is, which I suspect is the 500 milliamp rating. And the circle is the 2 amp rating. And that's way too big. Yeah, I know. People are going to start going, just use a wire. And then when things go wrong, those people are like, I don't know, it wasn't me. I'm out of here. Yeah, Maroto, I'm basically done with it. It was just interesting that it's interesting that all the voltages are coming up with the NANDs. But yeah, we're just not getting any sane response out of them. That's a really big one. It's also another polyfuse. It's the camera scope is encoding properly on this side, so that's YouTube. YouTube's doing that one, not me. Okay, what's this FG1? It kind of looks possible. Yeah, that'll be YouTube, not me, because when I'm looking at it here, I can tell if it's having troubles encoding, and it's not having troubles encoding. Wow, who would have thought it'd be so? Oh, there's a couple of fuses. Okay, so they're more matching what we've seen for F3 and F7. There we go. Yeah, 3 amp, 3 amp. So we kind of want to see if we can find one that has the square, the square dot on it. Unfortunately, F5 doesn't. We might pull a schematic up on this one and see if we can, like, F53, F5. They're F-rated fuses, though. I think. What's an F-rated fuse? Yeah, that's standard in declamature. So I don't know what the F rating is, though. Hey, Retro. I think we might just have to give it up because too many people are getting too confused and upset and frustrated about the whole internet thing, and it's just easy for me to either ignore you all or just terminate the stream and deal with this myself and upload it later. Because believe me, nothing's changing with people squawking about it. I would change it if I could, but I cannot, so I won't. There's a round one. Wait, do we want round or we want square? F is 500? Okay, cool. Alright, in that case we can take an F. So where the hell did that other fuse go? Is it there? That's it there. Yeah, so that's a square fuse. Yeah, there was an F fuse back there, that's right. So we'll take that one. This is just over here. There it is. There. F4 finally. There's actually two of them. There was another one around. There's the other one, yeah. Probably going to be a difference between this fuse and the one that we did extract in terms of behavior. This one may be a fast blow and the other one may be a slow blow. We'll find out. Alrighty. Oh man. Now the question is, do I stick all the damn stickers back on? I mean, obviously I should. Oh, laptop. Oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh. Can't believe you went there. I'm gonna get a copyright strike now. Wow, the crap that gets picked up. Joy. I guess we're going to have to redo the paste. As it was, the paste was actually pretty awfully done. I don't know how old these machines are. So, it could just be normal aging of the paste. Okay, it's nice and shiny. Yeah, well, it was factory paste. It's just that it had already dried out and split away because when I took the heatsink off, it just dropped off. It didn't require me to torque it or anything. Should be sufficiently excessive amount of paste. Should get everybody in the uproar, which is always good. Now I've got to remember which way these damn things go. The only thing I hate about the ones that have the screws built in like this is it means you can't actually, in many cases, do the squeegeeing, not squeegee, the compression and spread effect. Kind of like if you ever done metal shop and you want to blue your piece so that you can see if there are any flat spots and things like that. So we'll try just lock them in half a turn and it should give us just enough. There we go. We should be able to just force and wiggle this and that will spread the paste very nicely. Okay. The PCH did not have paste on it. I didn't put any on. Unless Moroto was actually responding to other people. You can put paste on it, but the heatsink won't touch it. I know I should really be testing this before I commit, but I'm going to assume. Big assumption. At least it should come off easier if I need to. something's not sliding in where it's meant to here. There we go. I guess this has taken a fair bit longer than the standard acceptable no fix period. To be fair, we kind of got distracted with the cat fight. Hey, iPhone repair it off. Hey, you've changed your name. I'm going to have to start advertising locally again that I'm doing iPhone jobs, because I've noticed that the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I have not had a single iPhone screen repair come in. And yeah, it's a slight problem. Because while I don't depend on it entirely for my business, it is a nice to have addition. Get screen jobs in. So when you don't get them in, it's like, you notice a little bit. But I've been so focused on the software and a few other things that I haven't had a chance to panic about it yet. But yeah, that kind of period of time without a single job, and you're starting to go, okay, so much for loyalty in this town. But you know how I feel about loyalty, and if you don't know how I feel about loyalty, basically I don't believe in loyalty, because loyalty only extends for as long as it's convenient for the other person when it comes to sales of goods. Yeah, no, I don't expect any different, to be honest. You know, I don't expect people to... In fact, I'd be mad if people kept using my services purely out of loyalty. It should be because they want to use the services because they're good. Anyway, so I'll have to start advertising in the local groups again. Remind people, hello, I'm still in this town. I still do fix for iPhones. Any short to ground? No, there wasn't, no. I really am not a fan of these connectors. Okay, and this is USB-C powered. Unlikely that I've repaired all the broken screens. Okay. Is the ONOFF button? There it is. Oh, did I turn it off? Okay, on. It's definitely on, but I'm not getting anything. It may take a minute since the battery and the CMOS were disconnected. Sometimes these things do take a little while to sort of regain themselves. That's interesting, it just restarted. It turned off. Here it comes again. Don't have any USB activity though. Onerous, yeah, there's a lot of students in this town. Although, to be fair, see, the trouble is where I live is not... There we go. We're alive. CMOS is wrong. Please correct faulty CMOS. Alright, so that's fixed. That was an interesting one because that wasn't on the fuses that we were expecting. Escape, continue, F1 to set up. Yeah, that's what I was saying with the battery. Sometimes these things take a minute or two to come back after the battery's been disconnected. Although it's a bit scary when it does that because you're sitting there and you're like, did I ruin this machine? Okay. Let's see, what's the date? Oh man. Okay, let's just do this tabbing it. What is this? March 14. March. Wow, it's crazy. This goes back to 1990 or something. What's that time? 23:51. I didn't even use those schematics in the board view. Yeah, when the search for parts takes longer. Agreed. Like I said, my only concern at this point now is that I'm very sure that was a fast blow fuse, and I think the other one was a slow blow fuse. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes. Obviously I've got to put all the screws back into this, but I think I'm going to leave it for now. We're running late. I'm frustrated as hell. It's almost midnight. Has not been the best of nights, other than the fact that we at least seem to have come good. Charge rate's a little weird. It might be either that the battery is fully charged, or I know here it's all over the place. Okay, it's nearly fully charged, that's what it is. Yeah, 95% charged, so that's why it's kind of flippy flappy. Alright, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all didn't get too much anxiety with all the internet dropouts, but like I said, there's sweet FA I can do about that sort of stuff. It happens maybe once or twice a year realistically, so I'm not changing providers, I'm not changing bit rates, you just got to ride through these things in life sometimes. Alright then, you'll have a good night. I'll see you on the next one. Till then, you'll take care. I'll catch you later.